At sunrise, the city stirred to life as Nepos walked proudly through the streets he had helped build. He admired the sturdy stone buildings, remembering years of careful craftsmanship. In the central plaza, Judge Margot checked the preparations for the upcoming competition. The crowd gathered, excited to witness the clash of tradition and innovation.
Good
Cocor,
evening, everyone.
full of energy and ambition, glanced at the stage with a confident grin. Margot
Future
stepped onto
architect
the podium,
competition.
her calm presence commanding attention. She tapped the microphone and announced the start of the Future Architect competition. Nepos returned to his workshop, carefully sanding a wooden model under the warm light. His hands, old but steady, traced precise lines on parchment as he sketched a stone arch. Satisfied with his progress, Nepos nodded toward a detailed model on the shelf. Meanwhile, Cocor worked in a chaotic workshop, building with colorful recycled materials. He guided a robotic arm with his tablet, organizing parts with focused precision. On his tablet, a whimsical 3D structure rotated as he adjusted the design. Cocor smiled proudly at the physical model mirroring his digital creation. A projected newspaper headline announced the competition's beginning, showing both Nepos and Cocor. Nepos approached his plot, carrying blueprints with slow, deliberate steps. Cocor arrived on his plot, skateboarding stylishly with his tablet in hand. The two stood apart, sizing each other up, anticipation in their eyes. A horn sounded, and Margot signaled the official start of the contest. Nepos unrolled his blueprints, revealing a symmetrical classical building design. He measured carefully, marking points on the ground with stone blocks and a straight edge. The first heavy granite block was lifted with great effort and set firmly in place. Cocor launched a drone from his tablet, projecting a laser grid for his foundation. He snapped colorful metal rods into the intersections, building his unconventional framework. The contrast between Nepos' stone and Cocor's colorful metal was striking. Margot observed silently, analyzing both approaches with keen interest. Nepos worked methodically, each stone block rising higher in precise order. He applied mortar with rhythmic efficiency, ensuring stability. Cocor's structure grew quickly, pieces added in a fast, vine-like manner. He attached translucent sheets, creating windows that shimmered in the sunlight. Nepos paused, observing Cocor's vibrant construction with a hint of skepticism. Cocor caught Nepos' gaze, offering a confident wink and thumbs up. As the sun reached its peak, Nepos placed the keystone in a stone arch, completing it perfectly. Cocor installed solar panels from old CDs, reflecting light beautifully. A sudden gust of wind tested both structures, revealing their strengths and weaknesses. Nepos' building stood firm, while Cocor scrambled to secure loose panels. Cocor quickly reinforced his structure, learning from the unexpected challenge. Nepos watched with interest, nutting at Cocor's clever solutions. As evening approached, Nepos carved an intricate bas-relief on his stone wall. Cocor programmed LED lights, illuminating his building with colorful patterns. Margot surveyed both works, impressed by the creativity and skill displayed. The next day, a new challenge required them to integrate green spaces. Cocor revealed hidden vertical gardens, his grin showing pride in his cleverness. Nepos considered how to add plants without disrupting his classical design. He built ornate stone planters and carefully arranged bonsai trees and ivy. Cocor activated an automated irrigation system for his vertical gardens. Margot inspected both sites, noting the contrasting but effective approaches. Nepos finished a traditional tiled roof, each clay tile perfectly aligned.
And you room.
Cocor installed a small wind turbine, powering the LEDs on his building. Nepos watched the turbine spin, acknowledging Cocor's inventive approach with a raised eyebrow. A large screen flashed the final challenge, the Bridge of Unity, leaving both architects surprised. Nepos and Cocor looked at each other, then at the chasm separating their buildings. Margot explained that the bridge had to combine elements from both of their designs. Nepos began sketching a robust stone arch, confident in his classical skills. Cocor designed a lightweight suspension bridge using cables and recycled materials. They started building from opposite sides, cautiously testing each connection. Nepos laid heavy foundation stones, while Cocor stretched delicate cables across the gap. The first attempt to join the two halves failed, the materials refusing to fit together. Nepos tried to chisel a stone anchor, but a small crack appeared, frustrating him. Cocor used a metal clamp, but it slipped, leaving them both discouraged. They stepped back, realizing their rivalry had led to a mutual challenge. Silence fell as they contemplated the problem, each reflecting on the other's methods. Cocor studied Nepos's blueprint, noticing the careful weight distribution. Nepos examined Cocor's digital model, appreciating the efficiency of his lightweight design. A tentative idea formed. What if they combined stone and metal in a hybrid solution? Nepos took Cocor's tablet and rotated the model, visualizing the integration. Cocor sketched a new anchor on Nepos's blueprint, blending metal and stone. Both architects nodded in agreement, recognizing the solution together. Margot allowed herself a small smile, pleased with their collaborative breakthrough.
The Bridge of Unity.
They began the assembly, Nepos guiding Cocor and chiseling interlocking joints.
This an unexpected test.
Cocor carefully followed instructions, using a polymer glue to add flexible reinforcement. Together, they lifted a hybrid bridge beam, blending stone and recycled metal. Cocor's drone projected assembly steps, helping them work efficiently as a team. Mutual respect replaced rivalry, and they shared a knot of understanding. Deck panels of tempered glass were set into stone frames, completing the bridge surface. Nepos stepped onto the bridge, testing its strength before continuing
Our
confidently.
ideas for this bridge might be a little different.
LED lights were integrated into the railings, illuminating the bridge beautifully. A crane shot revealed the completed bridge, a seamless fusion of their styles. The crowd
This thing
erupted
is
in applause,
impossible.
cheering the architects for their remarkable teamwork.
Again? Cocor?
Nepos and
Oh,
Cocor
no.
celebrated on the bridge, friendship replacing competition.
It didn't work.
Nepos patted Cocor on the back, acknowledging his ingenuity. Cocor gifted Nepos his goggles, opening a new perspective for the older architect. Through the lenses, Nepos marveled at the vibrant cityscape around them. Holographic maps displayed their hybrid architectural styles
The
spreading across
efficiency of
the
these
city.
lightweight materials is quite remarkable.
New buildings combine
The
stone,
strength is
vertical
here.
gardens, and recycled
Here.
materials harmoniously.
How do we make it lighter?
Nepos and Cocor collaborated on future blueprints, blending traditional and modern methods. A grand library project took shape on the plans, with foundations and lightweight roofs integrated. Margot cut the ribbon at a park, celebrating the duo's transformative contributions. Children played safely,
Yes.
That's
enjoying
it.
playgrounds built from stone bases
We
and
found
recycled
it.
components. Nepos explained architectural details, while Cocor monitored energy
This
efficiency
is the
with his
moment I was
tablet.
waiting for.
The skyline glowed with hybrid buildings, highlighting
So you want to make
greenery
sure it's a
and
tight
efficient
fit,
lighting.
it's not going to move at all.
Nepos and Cocor shared a peaceful moment on a park bench, admiring their achievements. As the
This
sunset,
polymer glue
drones
creates
flew
a
in
flexible,
formation,
shock-absorbing
scattering
layer
seeds
inside
across
the stone
rooftop
joints.
gardens. Cocor guided the process by her tablet, ensuring the city continued to flourish. Nepos watched the growth of greenery, impressed with the modern solutions. Margot observed from her office, satisfied with the harmony between nature and architecture. Models of the original separate buildings stood on her desk, a testament to the journey they had taken. Nepos and Cocor continued planning ambitious projects, looking toward the future with determination. The camera pulled back, showing the city thriving with life and innovation. Nepos and Cocor, side by side, prepared for the next challenge, confident in their partnership. Inside their shared workshop, Nepos and Cocor examined a large table filled with blueprints and digital models. The space blended Nepos's orderly craftsmanship with Cocor's creative chaos perfectly. They discussed a new ambitious project, a skybridge connecting the city to an orbital station. The model showed a massive stone foundation rising into a lightweight carbon fiber lattice. Cocor adjusted a tiny piece of the model while Nepos added a small wooden support to the base.
Yes, baby!
They shared smiles, a new team of two generations dreaming beyond the city. The Flycam swept over a futuristic, green, and vibrant metropolis, echoing the opening scene. Below, Nepos
Here,
and Cocor
for
walked
you.
together across the Unity Bridge, joined by a happy crowd. Silhouetted against the skyline, the two architects reflected on their journey and accomplishments. Margot watched from a terrace, admiring the city like a shining jewel. A tiny robotic bird perched on Nepos's stone ledge, singing a mechanical tune. On Cocor's shoulder, a small mechanical flower bloomed, delighting both architects. Nepos laughed, charmed by the whimsical creation, while Cocor pointed proudly to the sky. A fleet of drones flew overhead, planting seeds on rooftop gardens throughout the
Their
city.
joy is our reward.
Cocor controlled the
This
drones
city really
with his
knows how to
tablet,
blend the old
spreading
with the
greenery
new.
efficiently
Look
and
at that
beautifully.
spire. Quite remarkable.
Wow.
Nepos observed the growth,
with this app,
impressed
we
with
can
how
monitor the
innovation
building's
complemented
energy
his
efficiency.
traditional methods.
Ah, I see.
Margot turned back to her office, satisfied with the flourishing cityscape below. On her desk, models of the original buildings reminded her of how far the city had come. At an architecture school, Nepos taught students the fundamentals of structure with real stone blocks.
I bless my
Cocor assisted, projecting stress simulations onto the blocks with augmented reality. Young students raised hands eagerly, inspired by the combined wisdom of both architects. Nepos and Cocor shared proud smiles, knowing their legacy would continue. Slow pans
City,
captured the students
jewel,
sketching innovative designs, blending
testament
old and new.
to how the wisdom of Nepos and the vision of Cocor.
The new shared workshop displayed a sign with interlocking symbols of a chisel and a gear. Inside, the hybrid space reflected Nepos's order and Cocor's creativity in perfect harmony. They examined a model for an even more ambitious project, as sparkling with excitement. The skybridge began with a massive stone foundation and soared into a lightweight lattice above. Cocor adjusted digital components, while Nepos reinforced the base with traditional craftsmanship. They paused, sharing a nod, realizing their skills complemented each other flawlessly. The camera pulled back, leaving the two architects dreaming of connecting the city to the stars. The final flycam shot mirrored the
And this
opening,
principle,
showcasing
simple
the
as it may
futuristic
seem,
green
is the very
metropolis.
foundation of all stable structures.
Nepos and
All
Cocor
right,
crossed the
pay
Unity
close
Bridge
attention to the
together,
structural
blending
integrity.
into the joyous crowd. From a hilltop,
Can we try
their
to make a
silhouettes
new game,
contrasted
please?
beautifully against the setting
Yes,
sun.
you certainly can.
Yes, you certainly can.
The scene conveyed a message of unity, innovation, and respect for tradition. The camera glitched slightly, hinting the POV belonged to one of Cocor's small drones. Margot observed from above, satisfied with the city's transformation and the architect's collaboration. Nepos and Cocor continued to watch a tiny robotic bird on a stone ledge, marveling at its design. Mechanical flowers bloomed from Cocor's contraptions, delighting the two architects. They guided drones,
Two
planting
generations,
seeds on
two
rooftops,
styles,
spreading
now
life
one
across
team.
the cityscape.
Dreaming of the stars.
Cocor monitored progress on his tablet, while Nepos appreciated the integration of technology and nature. Margot returned to her office, glancing at models of the original separate buildings with nostalgia. Nepos taught students, demonstrating structure principles, while Cocor added digital enhancements. The young monkeys sketched inspired designs, combining stone, metal, and greenery. The classroom echoed with curiosity and excitement, and new generation learning from old and new masters. In their workshop, Nepos and Cocor reviewed plans for a skybridge to the orbital station. The model soared above their city, stone foundations blending with lightweight carbon fiber structures. Cocor adjusted digital pieces while Nepos added traditional support, harmonizing strength and design. Together, they envisioned a future where innovation and tradition coexisted beautifully. The camera pulled back, leaving the city behind, showing the thriving green metropolis below. Nepos and Cocor stood on the Unity Bridge, looking toward the setting sun, dreaming of even greater adventures.